guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm joined with my bestie.
Cheers!
Cheers, we're on the No Secco. If you know,
really
you know.
Nice.
It is actually really, really nice because I've explained this before, but because I'm breastfeeding, it's not worth, unless you want to get like have a few drinks, it's not worth it.
I'm not too bothered about drinking, am I, these days?
No, and this is so nice. It's from Tesco's. It's like literally £3.50. It's the Rosé No Secco. Honestly, give it a go. It's so in it goes. You've never tried it before.
And I love anything fizzy and pink, so perfect.
It's girly. Today's video is going to be a girly dilemma video. I did put a poll on our YouTube community post probably about a week ago now, just to kind of test the waters, just to see if you guys would be interested in us doing this video, because it's a bit of a different one for our channel. But we were coming to stay with our besties for the weekend and I thought it was just going to be a cute video today. We've got our PJs on, we've got our No Secco, and we're just ready, aren't we? We're ready for some girly chit chat. Well, it didn't have to be girly chit chat, just chit chat in general.
Yeah.
I feel like this video is right up our street, but
definitely.
I think it was around 89% of you guys said you'd like to see it, so here we are. We're going to give it a go. We have had a few dilemmas posted on that post, well, over a few posts actually on YouTube, and then we've also had some anonymous ones posted via Instagram private message. So
I'm excited because I've not read any of them or seen them yet.
No. So the ones on Instagram are obviously people don't want people to know who they're from, but yeah, anyway, cheers. Hello. I thought you were going to run past camera then, he's got his hoodie on.
Can do.
You look like you've got nothing on. You look like you've got nothing on.
You want me to run?
I'm so loud.
No way.
Oh. That was Matt Connor's hat. Right, are we in focus? Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So should we start with the YouTube ones or should we start with the Instagram ones? You choose.
I don't know.
Should we go YouTube?
Let's go YouTube, yeah.
Okay, right. Let me, because there was a few posts. Let's start at the bottom. Let's start at the very beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
Right, okay.
I can tell we both did musicals. Yeah.
This is KOURTS, by the way. I mean, a lot of you, if you watch our YouTube, will know KOURTS because she's been on the channel a lot. They have got their own YouTube channel as well, KOURTS and Matt, so I'll pop the link down below for you all. Okay, right, let's start with Megan K says, how are we making friends when we are in our late 20s? In fact, before we start, I just want to say this is just our opinions. This is just our advice.
Disclaimer.
What we give to each other.
Yeah.
If we're in these situations, but obviously we're not professionals. We're just giving our opinion. So
that's the thing though with us. We are so honest with each other.
Oh yeah.
And that's why we are best friends, because other people might get offended if they said it to us, but when you see each other, we're like, actually take that advice on board.
We might have a bicker with Tom or Matt.
Yeah.
And if we're in the wrong, I'll say to KOURTS, you're in the wrong, girl.
Yeah.
She'll say the same to me and we're like, oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
you
okay.
need that, don't you? So you need that.
That's what a best friend's about. That you want a best friend who's going to be honest with you, but also always have your back. I feel like we're going in and out of focus. We're not, are we?
I think it's just your eyes.
Okay, it's just my eyes. Okay, so yeah, Megan K, how are we making friends when we are in our late 20s?
Good question.
I think that's a really good question. Have you got something to say? We'll just go for it.
Okay,
so late 20s.
Late 20s, I think
that's us.
It's us, yeah.
We're 27. You're 28.
I'm 29 next. You're 28.
She's just turned 28. I'm 28 in a month. So we're in the same. We're the same year, aren't we?
Yeah.
For school, but you're just a couple of months ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're a prime example, really.
But I think it's an interesting question, because I think you look at it now, us being in our late 20s, having children, but some people obviously don't. Everyone's at different stages in their lives.
It's so weird when you say we have children. Like,
I know, it doesn't feel real, but I feel like it's such a weird phase of your life when you are in your 20s, because everyone's at different stages. Like, some people are single, living their best life, some people are career driven, some people family, some people buying a house, some people travelling the world.
Some people living at home still.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, you're on your own path, aren't you?
100%.
I think it's good because now, like, as we've got older and generations have gone on, that is more the norm, where you can be whatever. Whereas traditionally, like before, it was like you had to do this by this age and your expectations were so different.
Yeah.
But I think, I get you, I say meeting friends in your at this kind of age is difficult, but my advice would probably be because my best friend, she's gone, obviously,
I'm joking.
she in Australia from uni, and she's gone with a partner, and she's been living out there for like 3.5 years.
Living it up in Australia. How amazing.
But like, what she's kind of done is she goes to like,
oh yeah, because she's obviously started scratch, going
meeting friends.
To the other side.
So she does things like, she's tried different crafts, and like going to lunches with different people and just seeing if they vibe and stuff.
But how did she meet the people to go to lunch with?
I'm not sure actually. But like, you know, like things,
it's putting yourself out there, basically.
Putting yourself out there. Like when they moved back to the UK, like she thinks she wants to do things like join a running club, or you know, like doing a hobby. You'll meet people. Like, say if it was like a running club, you'll meet people at a running club that have similar interests to you.
Yeah, or it could even be going to a new hair salon or a new nail salon. You might make friends with someone in the you could make friends anywhere, really. Or social media, I feel like is quite a big one nowadays to make friends with. I mean, it's easier said than done to say put yourself out there, because I am the most introverted extrovert you'll ever meet. Like, I'm chatty, I'm out there, but then I'm also a bit like around new people. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I am or not. Sometimes I'm, sometimes I'm not, and you're exactly the same.
Yeah.
But I feel like work, you can meet new friends in work. Like you say, going out, if you do tend to go out, you might go on a night out, you might meet people. Social media, like, I feel like if you follow people and you think, I think it's just having the courage.
It's just to message them and say, like, you know, if they live near you or something, or even if they don't, like,
you don't need to live near each other. You could jump on a train. You don't need to drive or anything. But if you follow someone on social media and you think you seem so similar to me, or I feel like we'd get along really well, I guess it's just having that courage to maybe just DM them and just be like, hey, you know. And I've seen a few people as well on social media. If you do have, well, not if you do have kids, but these people I've seen do, and they're like, and it's all over TikTok, I think people do it. They're like, I'm 27, I've got a 2-year-old, I'm looking to meet friends, I'm based in York, comment down below. And then people comment like, you know, you could kind of do that. I know, like, it's ballsy to do that, because I don't think I'd have the guts to put that on a story, but I would have the guts to message someone and be like, hey, I think, you know, we've got a lot in common, it'd be really nice to meet up.
But yeah, I don't know what your circumstances personally, but if you do have kids or if you don't, I do think trying different hobbies, and that'll also allow you to find things that you enjoy, doesn't it? Like, you might not, so I'm just keep using running club as an example. It
doesn't have to be fitness related.
Yeah, it doesn't. It could be, I don't know. Yeah, like can't think off the top of my head. But whatever it may be, a gym class, spin class, or I don't know. I keep saying gym related.
Literally going to the hair salon, going to the nail salon, like. Yeah. You could meet people anywhere, couldn't you? Really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my closest friends. A lot of, like, we've been friends since we were little. Like, we went to school together. My other close friends I met at work when we all used to work together. And then one of my closest friends we actually met through Tommy and her ex-partner. So basically Tommy and he was called James played football together. There was like this football night out with the girlfriends, and me and her went, and then we became best friends. So that's a prime example of where just going out, you can meet your bestest friends. Like Joanne, I met her through that. I wouldn't have even ever been friends with her if not.
No.
And she's
it's
one of my
interesting because we've had different. Like, I went to uni, so if I'm honest, I don't have that many close friends.
I could count my hand on one hand.
Yeah,
100%.
But going to uni obviously was how I kept in touch with a few. But everyday life, I don't really see. It sounds a bit sad, but I don't really see many friends.
No, like we don't live like in the same place, but we're not far from each other. But we voice note every day.
An effort with each other, and we see each other at least once every couple of months, don't we?
Yeah, we see each other all the time. I think we see each other more than that. And we're not even that far away, but just life gets busy, and I think I feel like we're going off on a tangent now, but I was going to say, like, your true friends you don't need to see all the time, but I do actually see quite a lot. But yeah, you're a prime example of you went to uni, we went to college, and that's like an amazing place to meet friends, but then you leave those places and you don't even stay friends with half of them.
No, I've literally got like 2 from uni, and then they all move back to where they're from a lot of the time.
So your closest friends that you can count on one hand, how have you met them all? So obviously me school.
You school, Mills uni, Izzy uni. Then my sister is like my best friend.
Yeah. There you go. So there you go. So the uni's about going out and getting, and then we're just childhood friends. So yeah, I just say go out. If you see someone on social media, have the guts to just reach out. I think it's a big one.
I did meet, if you are a mum, I did meet a couple from when I went to baby groups. But personally, I don't know, I didn't love them, did I?
No. But they're not
the
for
people,
everyone.
but yeah, it's not for everyone. It just wasn't really my vibe. But I did go because I loved it. But yeah, groups and anything really. It's just trying to find something, but don't give up and don't think, oh, just because I'm in my late 20s, I won't find friends, because you definitely will.
But
work is a really good one.
Yeah, but now you work from home. Yeah. But then you still make friends from home. Like I've got people. Yeah, I've met people who I've actually never met in person, who I chat to all the time.
Yeah, you do a lot.
I do think that your late 20s is a really weird age, but I do feel like you get to this stage and you don't need all the 50 friends. Like actually, less is more with friends. But anyway, 11 minutes on the first question. We need to we need to get better.
Hopefully that answered a little bit.
I'm going to like these as we go. Right, okay, we'll try and be a bit more straight to the point now. Okay, so me and my best friend accidentally like the same person, not knowing each other likes him. I just don't really know what to do. Ha. Right, okay, so me and my best friend accidentally like the same person, not knowing each other likes him. But you obviously know she likes him. To say that. So does she know you like him? I'm guessing not. Right, so let's put ourselves in that situation. So if I liked someone and knew you liked him, I guess it's thinking about how much do you like the person? Like, is it enough?
And how much are your best friends as well? Yeah,
like if you really like him, it's obviously enough to have that conversation. But if you're not really bothered, is it worth it? If you know your friend likes him more than you, or vice versa, is it worth it? Let's say I really like him and you really like him.
We both proper like him.
I think it'd just be a case of talking, opening up.
Yeah, and I think we would. It's easier said than done when it's not us in that boat. But I feel like if that was us and we both really like this guy, we'd think, well, what's his feelings? He must like be giving us the signals for us to really like him. So it's like, is he a bit of a player? Like, why is he? Is it just that you both find him fit, or are you actually talking? Yeah, both of you, and then and then that'd be weird. We're gonna sack him off
because he's talking to both of us. That's weird. Yes, that's
so you need
really
more
good
context. Point. Like when you like him, is he aware that you like him?
Is he leading you both on? Because if so, that's a big red flag. Yeah. If you just like him because he's good looking, is that enough? If it was me, this is just my opinion. Obviously, you say yours, but if we both really liked him, I would say, look, as hard as it probably be, let's both walk away, because for me, our friendship would be more important. And let's say he liked you more and you were with him, that would be hard for me to see. Or if you like me more and I was with him, it'd be hard for you to see, and you wouldn't want to upset your friends. So
that's it. Like, even though I trust you wholeheartedly, say if I did go out with him, I'd always feel a bit weird because I know you like him.
Because we like spending time with partners, so it'd be really weird. Imagine like you and him, and then like me being like, knowing that once he liked me and I liked, it'd just be weird. Just be weird. So for me, I just have the conversation. If one of you is, you know, like if it was like I'm like,
if it's just like,
if I'm like he's fit, but I'm not that bothered. Like I really like him, go for it. You go for it. I'm really not that bothered. I think it's just having the conversation. That's key. Communication is key, even with friendships. Okay, right. This is a long one. Okay, we ready for this?
I think so.
Okay, so Chloe, it's okay if you don't want to answer this, as I know it's close to home, and I'm so sorry to even ask you this, as I don't want to upset you. Just feel like, as you have experienced this awful thing, you may be able to help. My best friend has just found out that she's had a miscarriage. She's absolutely heartbroken, and all I want to do is be there for her, but I'm scared to say the wrong thing. I have a 3-month-old baby girl who I've never left, so I don't think seeing me at the minute would help her. Is there anything you think I could do? I know nothing can change it, but just to make her feel the tiniest bit better, just feel so helpless. Firstly, congratulations. I don't think you'll mind me saying this, but we've both been in similar situations to your friend. Without going into all the detail, we've been in situations like that, or a situation each like that. And
no words can, you go first. No words can make it
I was just going to say that, like, for me, when I was going through it, I guess it depends what your friends like. Like, for example, me and you are really into, like, affirmations and...
gratitude affirmations.
So I knew when it was you and you knew when it was me to be, like...
To pick each other apart of that
positive affirmations. So I'd be like, look,
Or to not let
it's
it
okay
spiral.
to feel like this. Your feelings are valid. However, it's gonna work out for you. You know, like we used to say things like the arrow's shooting back and it's gonna shoot forward. Like
don't ignore your feelings. Let it
out. Yeah. So for me to you, when you were going through the situation, it would be a case of, right, let it out. You used to be like, I'm feeling shit, and I used to be like, get it out. Yeah. Talk to me. Tell me everything. Get it out. Tell me everything you feel, and you just message, and I'd be like, keep going. Just tell me. I'm here. Like exactly how you're feeling. Even if you feel silly, get it out. Yeah. I think that's the first thing. Get your emotions out. 2, it's okay to cry. Like, just let her know it's okay to cry. I'm here to listen. Yeah. Just listen to her. Let her get it all out. And then once you've done that,
let her know that
her feelings are valid.
And that you will be there through, even if it's awful, you know, which it will be.
And you've just said you don't know what to say. Sometimes you don't need to say anything. You just need to listen. Just tell me and I'll listen. I'm here. Yeah. And then I think for me after that, then I'd be like, because I know what you're like, I'd be like, right, it's going to get better. This is going to be your year. Got to go through the hard times in life. It's going to make you strong. Like all these positive affirmations to get you through it. Yeah. Because I know that uplifts you. Yeah. So however your friend's uplifted, do that.
Yeah, and I think as well what I would say is don't feel guilty about you having your, say, baby girl.
3-month-old. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. Don't feel guilty about that, because your friend won't be, your best friend won't be resentful towards you or your baby. Even if you feel like, oh, a bit awkward and like you're rubbing it in her face, she won't feel like that as your best friend.
Prime example, I went through it last December and you had your baby girl last December. Literally like a week before you had Isla, and then I went through it the week after. Literally. And I did not feel resentment. I'll be honest, like, it was hard. It was hard. And then you've been in the same situation.
Same situations.
I think... yeah. With me. It was the way you said.
So like when you came to visit Isla.
Yeah, you still got to be there for your friend. Like she's got to still be there for you at the same time. But I just think she won't be resentful for you. She might find it hard. But one thing I will say is, example, when it happened to me and you'd had Isla, if you started not wanting to see me, I'd be a bit like, can you just treat me normally? Because the fact that you're treating me not normal reminds me that something's happened. Do you know what I mean? I want you to be normal with me.
If you're kind of shying away, not in a nasty way, but because you feel like that's the only thing you can think to do, that is kind of not a good thing to do, is it?
Yeah, so I would just say, be yourself, be there, listen. Listen to her, is what I would say. Hopefully that helps. And by the way, you don't upset me. I feel like
Hello. I've just been checking my Instagram.
Have you had loads of things?
Have you got
I've got some dilemmas for you. I've just checked them.
Can you print screen and WhatsApp me them?
Yeah. It's quite a good one, actually.
Ah, print screen it for me. Is Cooper alright?
Cooper's fine, yeah.
Is he awake?
I'll just check and see if I've got anything to work.
Will you shall I top up there? Shall I bring the bottle up quick? I'm like...
Tom's just sniffing at me. What I was going to say was...
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he sat with Cooper, I just left him.
Oh yeah, Cooper's just chilling on the sofa. Hi.
Hi, vlog. Yeah, I've got a dilemma for you. Only one, I think. I've just looked, but I'll send you it now.
What I was going to say, whilst Carts has gone down, is don't feel bad for asking me, because the reason we shared it on YouTube was to help people. So if we're helping you, then that's the main thing. You can probably guess
this is a nice lighting.
Carts has got like a little light that we've put on.
This is cool, isn't it?
It's one of those, I think, IQ ones, you know, it's got like the Hollywood bulbs.
There you go.
Sent it. Ooh,
dilemma sent.
Exciting.
I'll let the girlies decide it.
Thank you.
Or dissect it, whatever you...
Advise on it.
Advise on it.
Bye.
This is really funny.
Woo!
Where are we up to?
I've just said, don't feel like you upset me, because the reason I spoke about it was to help people. So, yeah. This is what the no secco looks like, by the way. Beautiful.
I want to let you focus.
Oh, this next one's a tough one, Carts. Are we ready? Fill us up.
Fill that.
I mean, I've only read the first sentence, so yeah. Really going out there on a Friday night. Right.
Feeling alright.
I've got 24-hour care with carers due to me having learning difficulties and mental illness. The thing is, I don't want it to be forever. Do I run away and leave everything and everyone behind? I wanted to live with someone who could be my full-time carer, but in the UK it's not easy to do. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to? Have you got any advice on that one?
I think, yeah, not necessarily not that good advice, if I'm being honest.
I feel like we can just point out, we're obviously not in that situation, so it's a really tough one, but we'll just...
And like, I guess the severity of your needs, I'm not too sure, but I know the only thing I can think of, like, from people I know, my experiences, is someone I knew that had, you know, learning...
difficulties.
Yeah. Lived in, like, I don't know what they call it, but it's like a
communal home.
A communal home where, like different houses, like a... Not like a block of flats, but like a...
No, it is, I know what you mean, it's like apartments all in one thing.
Yeah, like all together where you've got like facilities.
There's like a hair salon and a cafe.
Yeah. And she, so it was my friend's stepdaughter, and she's now older. So she lives there, and she really loves it. And obviously you have got the care kind of...
You have got the 24-hour care, because they'll come around and check you.
Yeah.
But you're independent at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a really good shout. And you're also not on your own, because you've got all the facilities. You can go down for lunch and you'll meet people, like-minded people. And
yeah, so you wouldn't feel like, hopefully, it's really sad, sorry, as well, that you feel like you want to run away.
Yeah, but running away I don't think is the answer. I think speak to people close to you, because they will just want to help and they will want you to be happy. So I think speak, which you are doing, you've just spoke to us, so I actually feel privileged that you've actually spoke to us. But I think speak to people, and there are options. You don't need to run away, is what I would say.
Yeah.
The other thing is there anyone in your family who could maybe be your full-time carer?
Yeah.
Potentially. But I do think the one you said is good, like a communal home. They've got loads of facilities in there, and you can meet friends as well at the same time. You're independent, but you've also got people there 24/7.
And I'm sure there is lots of like online... I don't know what... Like, I don't know them all again, because I'm not that clued up on all of them. But for example, like when you've got mental health issues and you've like mind, and you place where you can talk online to people.
Yeah.
If there's anything like that, if you just like searched it up, if there's any way you can speak to about your options.
Yeah.
That they can help give advice as well
100%.
about different options, is definitely something. Because you don't want to be suffering in silence, because that's the worst.
Which, no, but they're not, because they've clearly feel confident enough to speak to us. So I would just say speak to family, speak to friends, because they'll want to help you, and you can get, you know, the ball rolling if that maybe is something you want to do.
Yeah.
Like we say, we're not experts in that field, but that's what I would... If my friend or my one of my family members came to me with that, that's the advice I'd give them anyway.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Right, that's the first post. We've then got... Let's have a look. Okay. I'm excited for this. Such a cute idea. My dilemma is a bit silly, but I always feel underdressed next to girls when I go out, as everyone seems to have amazing makeup skills and cute hairstyles and beautiful dresses. And I'm always comparing myself and feeling a bit boring next to them. Like I don't sparkle as much. Do you girls have any advice about feeling more confident or getting my sparkle back? Just being me. Aww.
That's really...
Firstly,
don't
you are enough
for
being your unique self. And what's the saying? Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't... I know it's so much easier said than done. Don't compare yourself to others. It really is, isn't it? But you'll be sparkling in your own way.
Completely.
Let's put it that way first.
I feel like
everyone's got their
insecurities, their hang-ups.
Yeah, and everyone's good at, so like, you know, she was saying people have really good makeup skills.
Yeah.
I can say I do not have good makeup skills, and I see all these girls on Instagram who like proper know their stuff with makeup. I just like do what I think. I think
we just go out and dress what we feel comfortable in. Like, we don't dress the same.
No,
really.
I live in
leggings. Well, we have summer like
leggings and stuff. But I wear like tracksuits, where you wear like little boots and stuff. Where I wear trainers all the time.
I wear like tights and boots and skirts.
You wouldn't see me in tights and boots, and you wouldn't see her in a tracksuit.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the older we've got, the more we don't really care, because like when I was younger, for example, I used to try and dress what was in fashion, but it might not have been flattering on my body or whatever, because I was trying to just look cool. But now I dress for what I actually like in the shops and what actually looks nice. And
what compliments you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the thing. I feel like actually finding what works for you can be fun. Like experiment, like go on Pinterest, look at like outfits, and what you like and what you think you'll feel comfortable in. Give it a go, like experiment with it, because actually that might make you feel really good in yourself.
It doesn't have to be expensive either. Like, I shop a lot on Vinted.
I was going to say Vinted.
Yeah, because you can't afford to be buying new outfits every time you go out. Like, do you know who's doing that these days?
Absolutely not. But like, I feel like experimenting and making yourself feel good can bring that confidence out. Like, we all know how good you feel when you put an outfit on and you think, oh, actually, I feel really good today. I like that outfit. And don't get me wrong,
an effort with yourself. You
do. And you have those days where you stomp around in your pyjamas, and I also feel amazing because I'm comfy and I'm happy and I'm content. Like, I think I'd experiment. Like, look at people's outfits you like, not because of the latest trends, but because you think, oh, I'd like to give that a go.
That's cute.
You know, give it a go. Go shopping and go in the change rooms and try loads of different stuff on. But
about
fashion and everything.
No, it isn't. Like, I was going to say, like, for me, because I've been on like a massive, I've had a baby as well, but I've been on a massive weight journey, haven't I? Over the last decade, over the last decade or so. So I was normal weight, and I became overweight, and I lost a lot of weight in like a year. I lost like 6 stone. And I was not once had underweight, but I was very, very tiny at one point.
Like, it took over your life, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I think even when I was at my tiniest, it doesn't mean I was at my happiest, just because I was like, you know, in a size 8, comfortably 6 to 8.
Yeah.
It's like you've said, it's more about the confidence within yourself and feeling good. And that's what we always say to each other all the time, because we're still working on it ourselves, aren't we? Because like you say, everyone has their own insecurities.
Like, we'll have days where we'll message each other and be like, oh, and again, because we the work off affirmations, it's like your body's more than how it looks. And I know you won't be nasty about your body, so we're going on a bit of a tangent, but it is, and I can relate to that, because when I was my smallest, when I was like going to the gym every night, like proper on it, I still wasn't happy, and it's really sad that I now look back at pictures from that time in my life and think, oh my god, you were so slim. And then like 2 years later I'll think I'm fat, and then I'll look back and I'll be like, you were slim. And it's like, I know that in 2 years time I'll look back at me now and think you weren't even that bad. I think sometimes us girls have just got to give ourselves a break.
Yeah, definitely.
But losing your sparkle, I think you talked about makeup, cute hairstyles. I think experiment with your makeup, experiment with your hair, have fun with it, don't compare. Actually see other people as inspiration and, you know, ideas, rather than comparing and, you know, comparing yourself to them.
And I think sparkle comes from like your confidence as well, so like finding things that make you happy, whether it's something self-care.
I was just literally I was just going to say,
it might be that you want to start going to the gym, or I'm not saying you have to, but you know, if it makes, like for example me, I haven't run in ages, but I used to love running for my mental health, and it gave me more confidence and made me feel good and give me my sparkle, I suppose, isn't it?
And it's like, it sounds silly, and I can't even speak because I don't remember the last time I fake tanned, but we always say when you fake tan, you instantly feel so much better. Or you know, you might go, you know, when you go in the shower and you have that shower where you shave, wash your hair, and you feel $1 million moisturised when you come out. That makes you feel instantly better. Like
getting better sleep.
Yeah, I don't know, speaking to your friends, going out, having a good time. You know.
Yeah. Reading a book if that's what you're into, or watching a chick flick, or
find things that you love, and that will help. I think a good pamper, and that doesn't mean going out and spending loads on a facial. That means a nice hot bubbly bath, shaving, washing your hair, moisturising,
getting to be a nerd,
put a bit of lip balm on, you know, little things like that. But please don't compare, because all these girls that might be amazing at makeup and stuff, you'll be better at them with other things, you know?
Definitely.
And social media, people only show you what they want you to see. Remember that.
And what you think about yourself, people will probably look at you and think, oh wow, I love that about that person, or that looks 100%. Great, and you feel like awful in yourself, but other people admire so much. So like, I always think, like, say you walk down the street and you're feeling like uncomfortable in an outfit, people aren't looking at you across the road and thinking, oh, look at her in that skirt that's a bit tight for her, or something, would they?
No,
do you know what I mean?
No,
it's
people
all
are just going about their day.
They don't care.
100%.
So, yeah. Hopefully that helped.
I feel like we really go on, don't we? So apologies. Right, okay, next one. Hello to a lovely family of 3. Right, this is like, I don't know how to explain it. This is like if this was to happen. If science invented a cure for a really bad disease which involved mRNA technology, would you take that invention chance, even if it could kill or harm you? Or would you take the chance on going on with the disease? So I'm guessing you have the disease, you're going on with it. Going on with the disease, knowing that the disease has no natural cure. Tough dilemma. Hope you have a lovely day. Best wishes, Marianne. So I'm guessing we have the disease because it says going on.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say I would take the risk with this invented cure, because if I've already got the disease,
you know there's going to be no cure.
Then I may as well try it.
Yeah, I would.
I'm no better off.
Yeah.
If I've got the disease and I know it's never going to be cured, then I may as well. I could die from that disease anyway, so I may as well.
Yeah. I guess the worst case now is this new technology could, like,
not work.
Not work, or maybe harm you sooner than the disease just going on.
Yeah.
But
naturally
take that risk. Yeah.
I think I'd take the risk.
I would.
If I didn't have the disease, then I probably wouldn't.
No.
But if I have the disease.
Yeah.
Random question, but love it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I think we're moving on to Instagram now.
Philosophical.
Yeah. In fact, let's do the one Tom sent us.
Okay.
Okay, this is from Sarah. I won't say surnames because obviously these are anonymous. Dilemma o'clock. Our baby boy is due in 7 weeks. Oh, how exciting.
I know.
And the whole pregnancy, my boyfriend and I have always been drawn to one name. However, I'm not 100% sure on it. I just can't find one I'm obsessed with. Should I just go with it anyways? Can I hear Cooper crying? He is, isn't he? They'll come if they need us.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah. Okay. So I think I wouldn't just go with it. If you don't love it, then no. It's hard because like when me and Matt were choosing either, we'd go on so many walks and chat about different names, or lay in bed and talk about different names. We couldn't agree, could we, for ages?
No.
Up until like nearly when she was here, then we both liked Tyler. Because one of us liked it, the other one didn't. But there were some that I really loved and Matt was like, no. And vice versa.
There was the same with me and Tom as well.
Yeah. And I think until, it's not like it was the one. But there was probably about a handful which we both liked. And then we kind of chatted about them more and more and more, the closer it came to it.
Mm.
And then we decided we liked either the most out of them.
See, we were stuck between two. We had Parker and Cooper, but then we both loved Cooper more. And I feel like, I mean, I've never been wedding dress shopping yet, but I feel like, for us anyway, it was a bit like, you know when people say when you find the right dress, you know, that was like with Cooper, we were like, yeah, that's the one, but not everyone gets that feeling.
No.
We were lucky to feel like that.
Yeah, Isla was more, that was an obvious choice out of the like 4.
I would say, right, first of all, we need more names, don't we? Because obviously you're not 100%.
Yeah.
So there's this really good app, I can't remember what it's called, but if you Google it, it's almost, did you have it? It's like a baby name's Tinder.
No.
Oh my god, right, so you both get an app.
I just googled like all these different
Oh no,
things.
this is amazing, right? So you both download the app and you say whether you're looking for boy or girl names. So obviously I think you said boy. Right, so you click boy and then the name comes up. And I've never been on Tinder. Do you swipe left if you like it, or I can't remember?
I think from friends, I think it's right if you like it.
Okay, so you swipe right if you like it and left if you don't. And then your partner does the same on their app. And then once you've been through all the names, all the ones you've matched on, there's a list. How amazing is that?
Is it free as well?
Yeah, it's free. Me and Tommy did that.
You'll have to find
Cooper
what it's
wasn't in there, but yeah. I'll try and find it and like
if
write
you're
it
interested,
down
comment,
below.
yeah.
Because that might get you some more inspiration. And then it's not because, you know, like sometimes when you're having the conversation and you're not sure, or you know, whereas you do it in your own time and you just swipe and
I feel like you either like them or you don't, though, don't you? Like the one where I was like, it's okay, and I warmed up more to it.
If you've got a few names, so like you've matched on 3 names, say it out loud, loads, and one thing I found helped, write it down. Like write it as how you would write it with the surname, and then you might then come up with a name. But that app is so
exciting
good.
though, isn't it?
So exciting, and congratulations by the way. Right, okay. Are we ready for a few more? Hi Elle, I have a slight problem. I've been with my partner for 5 years now and we've never had the discussion about kids until now, where I've just found out he's desperate for children. However, I am not and don't know that I ever will be. I don't ever not want to be with him, but I feel like this is a massive hurdle in the relationship. What's your advice? That's a hard one.
That is a real dilemma. I'm sorry that you're in this dilemma, because it must be really tough.
Yeah, it's a massive, massive one.
What I would say personally is obviously you haven't had this discussion up until now, so I think you really need to stew it over in your own mind and think about, you don't want to feel pressurised into having children if you don't. Like I've got a couple of friends that have said they don't want children.
So
that's completely fine. Like,
everyone's different.
Everyone's different. And if you feel like that is the option you want to go for, then obviously you need to have that difficult conversation. And if he really is wanting children, then sadly it probably
isn't going to work.
It'd be heartbreaking, because you sound like
you've been together
for a long time, you love each other to bits, but your life's a very long time, isn't it?
100%. I think you've got to weigh up the pros and cons and what's more important.
Yeah.
Like, is, as horrible as this sounds, to him, is having children that important to him that I'd be willing to risk the relationship? And if it is, that's fine. Like, as hard as it is, like, you want different things. And for you, is it something you consider? And if it's an absolute no, I do not want them, you shouldn't change for anyone. No, so I think you just need to have the chat, as hard as that is.
Yeah.
Right, we did well there. We ran like quick fire. Okay. Hey girls, I'm desperate to move out and get our own place with my boyfriend, but it just seems like he doesn't want to leave the family home. I'm a very family orientated person, but I like my own space. What do I do? That's a hard one, that, because I feel like if you want to move, I get it. Like, I'm a very family orientated person, but you want your own space with your partner. I get that. If your partner doesn't want their own space, well, not doesn't want their own space, but is happy living in the family home.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like, for me, I am family orientated, but I've not lived near my family for nearly 10 years. I do miss them and stuff, but like when I finished uni, I never went back and lived at home.
No.
And I couldn't have, not because I love my mum and dad to bits, get on with them, but like you said, I like my own space and etc. So I think you need to have this chat with him about how much it means to you, and that you're not disregarding his love for his family or anything like that, because I'm sure you're family orientated too. But you can't just you can't just kind of be in the same situation now for a long term if you're not happy as well.
Yeah, you've got to put your own happiness first. I think as well, like, if it's that important to you, could you maybe, obviously, I don't know financially, but could you potentially go and move out on your own? Like, you know, rent somewhere, or, I don't know what position you're in, but...
Like, look, babe, in 6 months I'm going to be... Because we've not in that situation, but we've given each other, like, let's say, like when I was doing my driving, we're like, right, you're doing it by April. Like, give yourself a bit of a...
But that's you. I guess that's you are in control of that, whereas with a partner, again, you've got to chat, you've got to communicate, and if he's happy, could you potentially move out on your own and he comes and stays with you every so often, so you do have your own space? Maybe?
Yeah, but financially...
I don't know what the financial situation is, but if you could afford to do that, and it will... Yeah, well, I guess...
I think you just need to, just keep chatting about it. And if it's kind of... If you don't feel like you're bugging him, it shouldn't be bugging him, because it's... Do you know what I mean?
He should listen. Yeah. So, again, that's a really crap answer, but you just got to communicate.
Yeah.
Right, I've got 3 more. Hi Elle, love your videos so much. My dilemma is that my mum won't let me get my belly pierced when all my friends have theirs done. I'm 14 and really want it done, but she won't let me. What can I do? I think if your mum, obviously, until the age of 18, you've got to have parental permission, or is it 16?
16, I think.
And unfortunately, until you're of an age where you can make your own decision. I know at the age of 14, you'll probably be very independent, and I remember being at 14. But the truth of the matter is, until you're the right age, you can't make that decision. But what I will say is, your belly button can still get pierced when you're of that age.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the be all and end all to have it done now, but I can understand now if your friends have all theirs done and you really want it done, it can feel like it's unfair.
Did you have yours when you were younger?
Yeah.
And how old do you?
But I don't have it in anymore because I didn't like it in the end. Yeah. I think I was about 14.
Yeah. See, it's funny for me, the piercing I have is my nose, which I still have done.
Yeah.
But I couldn't, like my mum, she had her nose, so she couldn't have told me not to because it'd be hypocritical.
I think
I don't think she wanted me to, but I was like, well, you do.
But like tattoos is a good example. Yeah. My mum used to always say, as long as you're under my roof, you're not getting a tattoo. I was in your situation, which is why I'm saying this, but with a tattoo, right? So I really wanted a tattoo. I can't remember if I wanted it on my foot. Yeah, I wanted one. I thought it was cool.
I've got one.
I was 16. I was 16 at the time. And my mum. Yeah, go on then. And mum was like, you're not having a tattoo while you're under my roof. And now, well, when I stopped being under her roof and I got my own place, I couldn't think of anything worse than having a tattoo. So actually, if I had, I mean, a tattoo and a piercing's a bit different, because a piercing you can just take out, whereas a tattoo it's on you for life, and I know you can get it removed. But if my mum hadn't have said that, I'd have regretted getting that done. So
yeah, and you might not like this answer, but I wouldn't go behind your mum's back, because you'll just feel like you're hiding it all the time. Yeah. And like, you know, if you're getting changed, or you'll just feel worse. So if it's something you really, really want, maybe speak to your mum again.
That's all we keep saying, just communicate.
Communication is key.
But it is like, I know you can take a piercing out, but again, for me, I took mine out, but I've still got that little hole in my belly, and it's clear as day. I've not had it in since I've been with Tommy, I've not had it in, and I've been with Tommy 11 years this year, and I've still got that hole. Yeah. So it does scar you, so you do need to think about it really seriously to decide whether you want it done anyway. But if it is really important, speak to your mum. I think when you're that age, there's always situations where your friends have something you don't like. Yeah. You know, your friends might be able to start later than you. I was going to say that example.
Mine always were. I was always
I'd been when it got dark. Yeah. When I was in a certain age. Please. Yeah, like, please, so-and-so's allowed to start till this time. Mum was like, I don't care.
And this showing our age now, but because when we were younger, our phones, like, you could change, like, you'd change the time. I mean, like, now it's the time we actually
Yeah, I think you can change it though.
Can you?
I don't know.
But remember, we used to, like, we'd change it, like...
But, like, my phone says...
Yeah, my phone said it's 5:28, not 8 o'clock. And I'd be like, I was about to get the police. I'm going to look for you.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But you get it as a parent now, and looking back, you think... You wouldn't be worried to see if your child was out after you told them to come in at a certain
100%, and there's going to be situations where your mum lets you do stuff that your friends' parents won't let them. Yeah. So yeah, speak to your mum, but I mean, a couple of years is nothing. Yeah. It's nothing for you to wait. Okie dokie, right. 2 more. I've recently had a baby boy who's now 6 months old. Aww, he's my whole world and the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know the feeling.
Yeah,
congratulations.
It's just crazy.
My dilemma is that I always feel like mum, and I never feel like just Sophie anymore. What can I do to feel myself again?
Do you want to go first?
Well, I feel like because I've only just become a mum, Coops is 11 weeks, I do just feel like mum, but I expect that's quite normal at this stage. I'll give my 2 penn'orth, but she's probably a better one to answer because she's got a baby who's over a year. But I would say, for me at the moment, I look forward to having, like, I love a bath. Every night I'll have a nice relaxing bath and I'm just me in that bath, or I'll go get my nails done every fortnight and that's me time. So for me, having a bit of me time is key. Yeah. But I imagine when baby gets to like 6 months, you know, you want to feel more like you. I don't feel 100% me, like my body's completely different, and there's loads of different stuff, but I know over time.
That when they have a baby, they lose their pink for 2 years, and they get a pink back. Like they say, it's temporary, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas for me, I've obviously not got to that stage yet. When it's a little bit longer, so maybe you're better at answering that.
Yeah, I would say, I think you just need to, as hard as it is, you do need to put yourself first, because, not first obviously above the baby, but I mean, as in giving yourself time. Like you're saying, if it was just an hour for a bath. But for me, like you said, when I'd probably got to about 4 months, that's when I started going swimming. And it wasn't every day, probably 2 or 3 times a week. But I really enjoyed that time to just drive to the gym, go swimming. And I just came back, even though I was tired and in the midst of the sleep deprivation and breastfeeding and all of that, I came back feeling lighter and fresher and a bit more myself. Not fully, but you know what I mean? Like I had something else, another purpose as well. Because like you say, when you are just mum, and you're on maternity leave, you are just mum, and I didn't really see anybody much on my maternity leave, because again I don't live near my close family and friends, so I didn't see them like every single day and stuff.
your close family and friends, like we don't live far, but I was at work. Like your friends and family are at work, so even if you live 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah. So for me, it kind of kept me sane having little things like that. For me.
And I think when you refuel and re-energise yourself,
you become you're
a better mum.
Definitely.
Because I know, like, it's a bath. It's literally a bath, but I'll go in the bubble bath and maybe voice note you or something about shit.
Usually.
But then I'll come out, I'll moisturise, and I feel so refreshed and amazing. And then I'm like, right, I've got a spring in my set now. Like, woohoo, you know. Yeah. So I would just say that. Like, do things that make you happy. Think of, you named Sophie, I think. Think of the Sophie before your little boy.
Yeah.
What made you happy? And make sure that you prioritise time to still do those things that make you happy.
Yeah. Even though it might be a struggle, you need to set a little bit of time
Speak
aside.
to your partner as well. So then they can help you. You know, make sure you've got the time.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. I've got a 2-month-old baby. Oh, again, congratulations.
Yeah.
Like, very similar to me. I want to go out and do things, but I don't have any mum friends, and I'd like some company. What's your advice on making mum friends? I find it really hard. See, I feel really lucky to have a friend who's literally just had a baby 2 weeks before me, and I've got friends who are pregnant, and like we were saying earlier, we're in the same stage of our lives. We've both got babies and stuff, but I can imagine, like you gave the example of where everyone's at different stages.
Yeah.
If your friends aren't at that stage in their life, I can imagine that to be hard.
Yeah.
But I think, like we said earlier, like pushing yourself out your comfort zone, go to them baby groups, go to them baby classes.
I
even
didn't love it, but I kept going.
You met a friend. Did you meet a friend?
Yeah, I did actually, and I still do keep in contact with her. Like, we're not best friends, but
even
I could just go for a coffee if I wanted to.
And it's even just like messaging, like, did your baby do this?
Yeah.
Like, just to have that mum communication. So I'm always messaging my friend, like, good
don't know
doing this.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, and they'll ask me.
You're always learning, aren't you?
You learn on the job, and I think go to the classes.
Yeah.
Go once. If you hate it, you don't have to go back. But like you said, you went to classes. Well, that was a massive out of your comfort zone. I go to classes, but I go with my mum friend, so I can't really speak. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a easiest one, isn't it? And there's loads of groups in every local area, isn't there? Really?
Yeah, or social media, or you know, if you know someone locally, if you literally know they've just had a baby, like there's so many people, you know, where I live who I know who have had babies. Like, you could quite easily reach out to them, and I'm pretty sure they'd want you to reach out as well, because they might feel in the same situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything to add?
No.
I guess the main takeaway from this whole thing is communication is key. But yeah, that is the end of our questions. We really hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said at the start, that's just our opinion, it's just our advice. Please don't take it literal.
I found that really fun to do, did you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it's nice that you guys feel like you can speak to us as well.
Yeah.
If you're interested, we could maybe do a part 2 some other time.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But yeah, that advice is literally just advice we would give each other. So take it as friends talking to friends.
Yeah.
That's our advice for you. But yeah, thank you so much for sending in the dilemmas. We've absolutely loved sitting, chatting and drinking Prosecco.
And nice to have a bit of us time away from just mum.
Yes, having a bit of girly time.
That's with the babies, aren't they?
They actually are. I mean, I was in bed.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.